Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? I'm the Cobra Disney Jedi, where I discuss all things that are related to the topics of Cobra Kai, Disneyland, and Star Wars. This is just a chill stream. I just wanted to see if anybody would want to come in and hang out in the chat. I left some DMs to some of my other Discord servers, seeing if they want to pop in. If anybody wants to pop in, I'm going to post the link right now. How's everyone's evening doing this tonight? Just a quick question. I want to ask what you think of my virtual background I've got. You like it or do you not? If you're watching this after it's been broadcast live, feel free to leave a comment. I do have other options I can do. I've got that. We can talk Cobra Kai. We can talk Star Wars. Or we can talk Disneyland. Any of those three. Just a little bit about me. I wanted to I started this YouTube channel about 4 weeks ago, I believe. And so I'm still getting the feel for this. I'm still trying to learn how to do some things. I want to hopefully get my channel up and running even stronger down the road. I want to hopefully get it to where I can do reactions to upcoming things. I'm planning on going to Disneyland hopefully in the fall with my wife, and if we do end up going down there, I'll be posting some videos. So I'll be doing some vlogs about my trip to Disneyland. Hopefully, if I can get my things up and running in time to where I can go to do reactions to the upcoming Kenobi series. Are you guys excited for it? I was going to be excited for it, to be honest, but with the somewhat letdown of the Book of Boba Fett, uh, I've lowered my expectations for the Kenobi series. I hope it does well. I want it to do well, and I will definitely be giving you guys my thoughts on the upcoming Kenobi series. So far, nobody has offered to join. That's why I've left the link in the chat. Some news that came out from Disneyland is that the trams are up and running, and how wonderful that is for those of you that have been going to Disneyland and that you have to walk to the park from the parking garage. That can be the way to the park can be not so bad, but when you're done at the end of the day, you can definitely get yourself in a world of fatigue, and especially if you have children. That can be a problem. So it is nice that the tram is finally up and running. That is wonderful news. Let's see. I'm going to go away from my camera for a little bit, but give me a second. So some things I'm gonna read in some news that came out. Let's see. I'm gonna Star Wars reveals possible new promo image for Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's see. The article this was based on, let's see. This was from the website called The Direct. Let's see. Ever since it was officially announced that Ewan McGregor will be receiving his own Disney Plus series as his famous Jedi Knight, the excitement has remained at a fever pitch. Sure, the Book of Boba Fett was exciting at times, but it's hard to come close to seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi on the screen again for the first time since Revenge of the Sith. Not only that, but audience will see him go up against his former Padawan in what has been called the rematch of the century. Hayden Christensen's Darth Vader won't be his only concern either, as Inquisitors have been rumored to make their live-action debut in the series as well. This show is still a few months out, and fans remain without a trailer, besides a 2-year-old hype video that didn't reveal much of anything. While no new footage has arrived yet, thanks to a new product reveals from Disney, audience might have to have the smallest glimpse of Kenobi's new look. During a new product reveal on Good Morning America, two lightsaber toys were shown that featured art of both Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. While Darth Vader's saber was actually revealed a few months ago, the Obi-Wan Kenobi toy has not been seen before. And here is a picture. I'm reading this on my phone. Let's see if it will turn up on the computer here. Let's see. Unfortunately, it's not. Okay. All right. Well, that's a bummer. I so you got Obi-Wan Kenobi and you got Darth Vader, both in their lightsabers. Okay, which just looks pretty nice. Could fans be getting a close-up yet stylized look of what Ewan McGregor's lead hero will look like in his upcoming Disney Plus series? No official branding for the show is seen on the boxes, but the timing is certainly suspicious. The costume in the artwork does appear to resemble that of Ewan McGregor's look from the previous revealed teaser poster, but no confirmation was given as to whether the art of the product is intended to tie in with the upcoming Disney Plus series. Is this a new look at the Disney Plus series? It's impossible to say for sure if the promotional artwork is meant to be based on Ewan McGregor's look in the upcoming Disney Plus series. To be fair, it'd be hard to imagine the character looking that much different, so it's likely not too far off. The only proper look of a character that fans have gotten so far has been a single poster, which only sees Kenobi in the far distance, so details are slim. At least he can be seen carrying Anakin's old lightsaber. Hopefully, the world won't have to wait that much longer until a proper full trailer hits the internet. And hopefully, we can get a trailer on that real soon because I'm telling you, we could definitely use a trailer and get us an idea of what is going to happen. And I would love to and I would definitely share my thoughts on the trailer when it comes out. And that's the end of the article. So again, there's this picture that shows Obi-Wan. I don't have the ability to share it on my screen at the moment, but it's interesting. Like I said, it's from the website The Direct. So feel free to check out that, and we'll see how it plays out. Like I said, I want to make sure that this is a good show. I'm hoping for it to be a good show. I want it to be a good show. I definitely do not want, it to be a letdown like, for me personally, the Book of Boba Fett was a letdown. And I want it to be a very good show. So far, no one in the chat, no one uh, has accepted my invite. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes or a few more minutes and let's see how we do. But what other news could be is out there? Let me go ahead and go through some other. Uh, let's see. Nothing related that hasn't already been published before on any other YouTuber channels. So far, nothing. I've been scrolling down, and it's been basically old Star Wars news that has been already talked about before. So, give me a second here. Okay, I'm back. I got a brief interruption here, but I had to take care of it. But I got taken care of. Let's see what we can find. Some rumors. Let me know what your thoughts are on the series Cobra Kai. Are you guys fans of Cobra Kai? Do you like what has been published as, or how the show has been? It's you know a good it's a good show. I gotta tell you. I mean, it's surprised me. Let's see. So far on my channel, I've only uploaded Cobra Kai material, but like I said, this in down the road, I'm going to be uploading more content regarding Disneyland, regarding Star Wars. Like I said, hopefully I can get myself in a situation to where I can maybe do a reaction to the episodes of the Kenobi series. Maybe I'll definitely give my thoughts on each episode each week, which will be nice. Feel free to hang out with me. And so far, no response to my invitation to anybody who's joined, which that's no big deal. Like I said, this is just something spontaneous I wanted to do. I'm still new at this. Bear with me. you know, all channels got to start somewhere, right? And so far, no views either. So, and no surprise there. That's like again, let's. But if you are watching this after this has been live streamed, what is your favorite season or what is your favorite moment in Cobra Kai? Whether it's uh, any season 4, what do you like the best? Uh, do you like the concept of this show? And what about Disneyland? Are you a fan of going to Disneyland or even Disney World, depending on where you live? What do you like about it? What do you not like? Uh, Feel free to let me know. I tell you, for me, I've only been to Disneyland 3 times in my whole life. Okay, my first one, I was 5 years old. I remember the two rides. One was the merry-go-round because I remember being on a horse and with my dad right next to me. And then I also remember going on It's a Small World. So those two rides really stand out. I also remember vaguely going to SeaWorld at that time too. So we did do a Southern California trip because I had an aunt who lived in the LA area, and she was yeah, and Small World was her favorite ride. So every time she went to Disneyland, that's the ride she'd go on, and she definitely loved to sing it. She loved that song. Yeah, which is nice when you're a kid, when you get to be a young teenager and you hear that song over and over again. I mean, that can be, especially for a teenage boy, that can definitely be something that makes you cringe. But it's a good ride. It's great to take your kids on. And also, it's nice too. It's like you just want to take a break. You're in the boat for about 10-15 minutes, if I remember right. And so it's a nice break from the activities. But then so is Indiana Jones. What is your favorite ride if you go to Disneyland or Walt Disney World? Any rides there that's your personal favorite? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Um, do you guys have a favorite food that you like to eat at the park? I know for us, when we went to our family went on our very first trip back in 2011. My sons were in high school at the time. My daughter was 8, and my other daughter was about middle school. And we went there, and we had the food. We got to see the displays, World of Color. Oh, which, by the way, that is another event that is coming back to Disneyland. World of Color is coming back, so is the other nighttime festivities. Phantasmic, the Electro Parade at night, as well as the fireworks display. So things are looking better at the Disneyland parks. But as far as the food goes, I mean, yes, it is expensive. It's hard to take time to eat there, but you do what you can. You try to make the trip as enjoyable as possible. There's a place in Disney, California, where you get a Ghirardelli chocolate over there by the Pacific Wharf, and and then you have all kinds of nice treats that you can go there, and you can get ice cream, chocolate candies, all kinds of candy flavors. It's a very nobody mentions it that much when they're talking about when other Disney YouTubers are talking about places they like to go eat, and it's a very underrated place to eat, to go to. So far, nobody's been invited, or no one's responded. Got people on. It could be that they're in other live streams. Greedo and Espeedo, hi, how are you doing? Popping in to say, hey, good vibes. All right, thank you for watching. How are you doing? Hashtag good vibes. All right. Hey, I got one person. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, I like, subscribe, and share my content if you uh, want to help my content grow, help my channel grow. You know, feel free to promote it. Good. Things are I'm okay. How are things? Things are not too bad. I'm just doing a random chill stream. This is something that's just I wanted to do spontaneously. Something I just wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, what's coming up with Star Wars. I've been talking about Cobra Kai and the latest updates on the Disneyland parks. Greedo, are you a Disneyland? Have you been to Disneyland or Walt Disney World? Or do you like to go to Disneyland or Disney World? That's okay. Not since you were 7. Okay. Yeah. Last time I've been to Disneyland was back in 2016 with my um, wife and 2 daughters. And my wife and I had plans to go there back in September of 2020. But then with COVID shutting the parks down, that we had to change our plans. We could not go, so we had to postpone the trip. But we've been dying to get back. We're trying to go hopefully this year in September. And like I said, if I like, and I said this earlier, if we do end up going, I'm definitely gonna have my camera with me. I'm gonna be vlogging it, and I'm gonna be posting it on my channel, down the road. I'm also gonna get myself set up to where I'm gonna be having my thoughts and opinions and maybe reactions on the new Kenobi series. You don't plan on going anytime soon. Looks like fun. I'll tell you this, it is it can be difficult to try to plan to go. It can, you know, the way the economy is, the way things are, especially with the Disney parks raising their prices, that is a huge challenge, especially if you don't live near Disneyland. I mean, I live in Oregon, so it's I wouldn't say an easy trip, but it's a full day trip if you're driving down there. We never flew down there the last time, the both times that we went as a family. Our first trip was in 2011 with all four kids. And, you know, luckily, my wife had some relatives that lived in the Sacramento area. So we would go there and stay the night. And then we'd go the next day. So we would leave on a Saturday morning, and then we'd stay the night at her relatives for Saturday night, and then Sunday morning we'd finish the trip down to Disneyland. So it's a nice break. I mean, if you're driving, you do need that in between break. Uh, when we left, that was a different story. We left at like around 8 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get back to our place until 11:30 at night. So, oh, we have a guest to our stream. Paul,
Hello.
how you
I'm
doing?
good. I am very good. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm just thought I'd just do a spontaneous stream here and just see if anybody wanted to join in. I left the link open into the chat, and I left the link open to some of my servers in Discord. And
Then would you
it,
mind if I shared the link with someone else?
absolutely,
All right, I'm gonna bring in Cash Money.
absolutely, go ahead. And Greedo says, "Sorry, bud, have to go. Have a movie to watch. Take care." Okay, hey, thank you for popping in, Greedo. May the force be with you.
I just got done watching a movie,
Oh yeah, what did you see?
Hook.
Oh yeah, with Robin Williams.
Yes,
Yes.
it was another movie that Lord Crit recommended to me, and it was a movie that I had seen the Nostalgia Critics review of, so I kind of knew what happened, but never watched it proper. And again, it's another great movie.
Yeah. Quick question: what do you think of the virtual background I've got?
The background itself looks good, but you are glitching through it really bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's I put up a blanket behind me to kind of it as is
I
the
can
greenest
I
one
can
I could
see the
find.
blankets.
Yeah, but then I also have these other backgrounds that I can share too. I've got that. I've got the Cobra Kai
That one looks a little better, but your background is still glitching.
still glitching. Yeah,
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
yeah. And then these just are some that I saved up on my computer. That one really, yeah, I can really see that. That's it's very glitching. Which one's the best? Is it the Jedi one,
I think just the Cobra Kai one.
the Cobra Kai?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Let's leave that for a second. So, all right. So yeah, I've been talking a little bit about some of the latest news. There's the article that I shared. I couldn't share it on my screen, but it had to deal with the update on Kenobi. There's a new photo that was put out, and I tried to show it. I was reading it from my phone, but I was trying to show the picture, but it wasn't. It the virtual background wasn't doing anything. Wasn't helping me. Let's see. Maybe if I have a different.
Hmm.
Yeah, the for some reason you can't. Nick tried that one on his stream, but that didn't work. But it's from the website called the Direct, and it talked about, and then hopefully by that I'm gonna have my thoughts on the Kenobi series when it comes out. I'm not gonna have my expectations too high after the letdown of the Book of Boba Fett. What are your thoughts on the Kenobi series coming up?
I'm excited and scared
Right.
because I don't even know if I want to say if they screw it up, I'm done. Because let's face it, I'm always, regardless of what Disney does, I'm always going to have at least that little bit of curiosity as far
Yeah.
as what they do next. And sometimes that's enough to keep me watching. Now, I will still, if it's bad, say that it's bad very vocally. But
Oh yeah.
I probably will never stop watching Star Wars, Disney or otherwise.
No, me neither. I mean, you never know what they will give us.
Mm-hmm.
So also, you we talked about when you were with me on my chill stream or on my test stream about Disneyland rides. You know, we're we're hoping to go this fall in September.
Nice.
Oh, hey, we got Leia Rose. Hey, welcome
Hey,
to the chat, Leia. Good to see you. And she also says, "Hey, Paul."
yeah, she popped in on my gaming stream earlier. I finally finished Super Mario 64.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you all the levels?
Yes, all levels, all 120 stars.
Nice. Yeah. Hey, man, that's takes me back when we bought that gaming console for my boys when they were young,
Mm-hmm.
and that was their babysitter basically.
Yeah. Super Mario
And
64 was the very first game I ever played.
yep, I played it, and I just for casual, of course my boys, especially my oldest son, he played it. He was real good at it, and so did my wife. My wife also played it as well.
Nice.
Let's see who else we have.
Is someone whispering
Hang on,
in
I'm
your
gonna
room?
be. Yeah, I got distracted here. Hang on a sec. Give me a sec.
Ah,
Okay, I've been interrupted a couple times, but it's all good.
it happens.
Hey,
I
that's joys of a live stream,
yeah, it is. I had my grandpa
especially
come in to say something to me last night on Tuesday Night Trek, and I didn't
when.
see her over there until I looked over and I like jumped in my seat.
Looks like we're having some streaming issues here. We just both buffered.
Weird.
Okay, must have
Yeah,
been on mine.
you do look a little fuzzy on my end.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I'm in our bedroom, and I'm not at my son's computer desk, so.
Right.
But I was just wanting to give this a few minutes and see how things played out, and uh, I let other people that are part of my server know who are online. There was others who were not online, but
Yeah. I know in the initial message on Discord that you tagged me in, you tagged in Matt Cave. He is likely not going to make it tonight because he's doing Boomer Council with
I got
X-Wing.
okay. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check in any of the YouTube channels because let's see, it's been an hour and a half since I've been home, and I got myself cleaned up, had dinner, and I just finally when I um, got online, I just decided to do this randomly. So I figured other people were got their got their other channels going.
Makes sense.
So, but anyway, you never know. Like I said. Um, all right. So how have you been? How's your week been going?
It's been going okay so far. Just work and then just hanging out here at home when not at work.
Yeah. So, all right. Hey, we got another guest. Okay. Hey, I want to introduce you guys. Cash Money. Cash, what's going on? And thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man, no problem. I don't know. Paul mentioned something, so I'm like, well, I better go help Paul and help this Cobra Jedi guy.
Well, hey, I appreciate the love. Hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
We're all in a lot of the same discords together. We follow each other. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's crazy.
And I was telling him when I first got in here, Cash, that we had just seen Hook.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, I remember watching that.
I definitely, like I said, I definitely enjoyed it, and it was
Yeah.
honestly a movie that I didn't know that I wanted.
Yeah, it's quite enjoyable. It's underrated. I really feel
It
it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Hmm.
one of those things that you for Robin Williams that it's
Yes.
just real. It's one of his better movies.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
agree.
if you haven't seen Good Morning Vietnam or and so I wasn't a huge fan of Flubber. Flubber was all right, and of course the genie in Aladdin. You know, his performance is great in that.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
he
he made
is.
that.
Yeah.
Did you know that he also voiced another Disney character in a previous Disney animation? It was called oh now I forget the name of it now. I want
Yeah,
to say Ferngully,
that sounds familiar,
Ferngully's not
but
Disney,
I
I
don't
don't
think that.
think.
No,
but I
let
don't.
me
Yeah,
see.
I mean, yeah, he.
Gosh, let me see how many films I've seen Robin Williams in. And then of course he started his career in television.
Hmm. But even
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
before that, he
Well, I
was in stand-up
yeah.
remember.
comedy.
Oh, you need to
Yeah.
see Dead Poets Society. Paul, put that on
Yes.
your
Okay.
list. Very good film,
That.
based on a true story. Um, oh, of course, Night at the Museum though. Just skip 3. Just watch 1 and 2 if you haven't watched
Yeah,
those
those are
movies.
both
Paul.
good
What's wrong
shows.
with 3?
3 has a lot of problems from what I remember. It's not a very
Hmm.
good script.
I don't know
Insomnia,
if
he
I saw
gets really
3.
creepy in that. I forgot he was in an artificial intelligence. That's a quality film too.
He was
Oh,
also
Patch Adams, right?
Patch
I saw
Adams.
that one
Yep.
a long
Yeah,
time ago.
Yep.
nice, nice. That's a quality
Now
And
film.
also a
I
Bicentennial Man.
uh-huh. I was
Oh
first
wow,
introduced
yeah.
to Robin Williams on Happy Days. He played Mork.
Oh, that's right. He
He
did
played
pop
Mork,
up
and
on.
then that created the spin-off with his own show called Mork and Mindy.
Hmm.
Oh, it started on Happy Days.
Yeah, he got his
Hey,
start on
Leia,
Happy
what's up?
Days.
Yeah, that's yeah. I have never seen Toys. You were talking about that earlier. I've never watched that. I heard he's very good in The Birdcage. I haven't watched that movie.
No, I've not seen the Birdcage either.
Not
Yes,
all of it.
yes,
No.
Mork and Mindy, and
What
I was
Dreams May Come. I've heard of that. I've never watched that one. Yeah. But yeah, Good Morning Vietnam is based on a true story too.
yes, it
That's a
Hmm.
was.
brutal film.
Yeah, it's a
For
very
good reason. Yeah.
and Robin Williams ad libbed almost every single moment of that show, especially when he did his DJ parts.
Nice.
He is one of the best improvisers, that you can find
Hmm.
out
Yes.
there.
Especially when you look at his stand-up. Like if you were to watch only one Robin Williams comedy show, watch Live at the Roxy. That
Uh huh.
is that is Robin Williams at his peak.
Yes.
Now, yes, this is also, I think, Robin
Hmm.
Williams at peak cocaine,
Yeah.
but
He fought addiction all his life. So yeah.
He did.
at the same
Mhm.
time,
But he
it
was,
the jokes literally are not even a mile a minute, a mile a second.
Yeah.
yeah.
Popeye was pretty good. I don't remember it being anything spectacular, but it was pretty good. And it followed the cartoon,
I saw
Popeye.
Popeye, and
Yeah.
it was very cheesy.
Yes.
And but
Definitely
him and
was.
Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg would do these HBO comedy specials, and they were for like certain causes. I think awareness of homelessness or of the
Hmm.
homeless, and I can't remember what it was called. But they did it with those three together, and they would have their own acts. They'd invite other comedians. Yes, the Leia, Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, there's a lot of Robin Williams films I haven't seen. I'm just going through the list. Yep. Yeah, he was really good as Teddy Roosevelt though in Night at the Museum. So
Yeah, he was.
yep.
Oh. So how are you doing tonight, Cash?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Just
You
getting stuff together and figuring out things. So yeah.
What's your thoughts on the up and coming? Are you excited or are you kind of cautiously optimistic about the upcoming Kenobi series?
I'm worried, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a chance. But I'm worried. Even though it's still a few months away, I'm still worried. I
Yeah.
don't really like the direction Disney's going, and right now with Star Wars, I don't. There's just so much they could be doing with the books, and you can say that about a lot of properties. But after watching stuff like Cobra Kai and how they incorporated everything
Yes.
from the movies into the show and how well it worked and how they explained things, they were basically like, well, if you haven't watched the movies here, we can explain it to you. I think it's great. And I didn't really feel that movie or show and movies, they didn't really spoon feed us. We which was nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of characters to like, and you could see you could see how people would feel just from like the movies, how Johnny and Daniel felt when they were growing up, and
Yep.
mhm. And then when they get older and how they're still feeling that way, because a lot of people would feel that way. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Sometimes that's true. I mean, sometimes there are
Yeah.
rivalries that you just
Yes.
won't go away, and
Right.
there's guys that from my high school that I didn't care for, and I'm probably don't if I don't see him ever again, it wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, there were a lot of my friends in high school. They were cool people, but I just lost touch with them, and it's just the way it was. I don't know. I didn't care about keeping in touch with them, I guess, and they didn't. People move on with their lives, so yeah,
Oh.
it happens.
So the other thing I also talk about on my channel is Disneyland, and have you ever been to Disneyland or Disney World, Cash?
Yes, I live in California, so I've been to
Oh, okay.
Disneyland.
Okay,
Um,
what's your thoughts on what's the state of the of Disneyland parks
I
now?
I don't understand some of the pandering that's happened. I didn't understand when they decided to change the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. They
Uh-huh.
decided to tell Disney decided to listen to some petition or whatever it was. I'd have to look into it. I think it was something like that, where they were trying to tell us that we need to erase history and that women weren't called wenches at the bar. I mean, that's what they were called, and they decided that. I don't know if you had read into this, Cobra Disney, but they had a woman chasing a wench because they were called wenches in those days, a barmaid, whatever, and they had alcohol and they were chasing. So what they did was after so many years, somebody found it offensive, and so they decided to change it. And now the pirate is just chasing a a beer glass or a
Yeah,
beer bottle. I think it's a
it's
beer bottle.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So it started with that. I would say that was a long time ago, and then now we're at the point where they were tearing down Splash Mountain, even though there's a
Yep.
lot to cool things at Disneyland, but they tear down Splash Mountain and then they're changing it to Princess and the Frog, which because of the Song of the South stuff with the buzzards and the
Yep.
thing, but Song of the South is a G-rated movie, but whatever. Um, yeah, so they're doing that, and all they would have to do if people really wanted it is just make a new ride of Princess and the Frog instead of tearing down Splash Mountains. But
Yeah, why
I
retheme
I
it? Yeah,
agree.
I mean,
mhm.
I was kind of I mean, I was kind of bummed out when they me rate when I at California Adventure when they called it Incredicoaster. I was kind of bummed out that they changed it to that because preferred California Screaming better, but you know, a lot of the Disneyland vloggers on YouTube that hey, they love they don't mind the change. I mean, it's still the same old ride. It's just a different theme.
Yes.
But
And
at the same time, do you think they're being genuine when they say that?
I don't know. That's hard to say. Uh, yeah, I
Maybe
think I
some of
like I
them.
said, the ride's still the same. I mean, um, but you know, like I said, I haven't been there. Of course, they changed the whole theme of that pier to begin with. They called it Paradise Pier, and now it's called Pixar Pier. So everything that they're doing is related to Pixar now.
Yeah, I mean, Cars Land is very cool. If you get to go to
Cars Land's
Disneyland,
awesome.
it's really great.
Yeah,
Um, it's very
it's still
cool.
a hot ride.
Hmm.
It's and in
Yeah.
fact, it's on that Lightning Lane app. It's part of the Lightning Lane, which I don't know if I'm gonna pay money to take a shortcut to get on a ride. I don't know if I'm
I
not
don't
willing
know.
to.
Disney has always been overpriced. It got
Yes,
worse and worse and worse, and I always like to call it the happiest ripoff on earth. I just yeah.
I
Unfortunately,
don't
that's
disagree with
true
that.
these days.
You know, my wife and I
Um,
are just going to try to plan on going down to in September. Fingers crossed, but you know, if we,
yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
you know,
It's
like
just
it's been
everything's over. Oh, everything is just so expensive, and especially food. And they just,
yes,
you get hungry. So unless you're buying pizza or something, hot dogs or whatever, then
and the
you're
pizza's
going to
not all
pay
that
more
good
money.
either.
No, it's not. Uh, it's not that good. So yeah, yeah. My family and I, we would we would fight about when we were there. It was I think it was a few years ago. We would fight about where are we going to eat because my dad can be. I don't know. The whole family, I guess, we're stubborn about where we want to eat. There's a lot of places to eat in Disneyland, but
Yeah,
it's just like I don't know. You want to eat here, don't want to eat here, and stuff. And yeah, it's funny, but
yeah. There's some good food over there by
yeah,
Pacific Wharf that you know. There's some foods that my wife really loves going having, and so that's usually was our place to stop and eat. So that's usually I can't remember the name of the restaurants though, but there were several of them.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, we got
It's
an awesome. Hey guys, just want to stop by Echo Base.
Oh,
Thank you.
hey.
hey, what's going
That
on?
is awesome. Thanks, Nick or Coach,
How's it
whoever you
going?
are.
Is this Coach or is this
I'm
Nick?
guessing I always
I
get
think
this
it's
wrong, but I'm
I
guessing
I
Coach.
think I think it's Coach, but it might be Nick.
Nice
We'll
way to
flip a
hedge your
coin.
bet there.
Yep. Place your bets.
That's
Who
right.
could it be? And since they hear, I guess they've been getting attacked recently. Well, I of course, if you don't like the new Boba Fett show, then you get deserve to be attacked. Don't you get it? It's Star Wars. So this whole thing about it's Star Wars, and you need to love it. It's Nick. Coach is never on YouTube. He's been on a few times. Nick, what the heck,
Yeah.
dude? And
Glad you could drop. Glad you dropped by, Nick. I appreciate you coming in.
yeah, are you actually around Discord, Nick?
He's not.
He's
I've
not.
heard him say
Yep,
it. He's not.
he's not around.
I don't know. I put the link at
Not
the
really,
top
at
of the
least.
page.
Yeah.
Let's
It's too funny.
type the link in again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I
No.
mean, what's your favorite
Disney.
ride?
Oh man. Wow. I really liked Space Mountain. I think it was Space Mountain.
Yeah, yeah. I don't get why
That's
people
right.
think it's just
Exactly. I
like a
don't
show.
get it either.
I'm working right now on a work project. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I
Yeah. I
appreciate you.
don't. I don't understand either, man. I don't get any of this stuff. It's like we just know Star Wars can be 1,000 times better than what it is.
Yeah, it can be.
So right now, and it still can be, and Disney can still do a great job, and all these companies can do a great job. But if they're not, I feel it's even more of a better time to start making your own stuff. Start building your own things, not just channels,
It's funny.
games, whatever. Yeah.
It's funny you say that, Cash, because I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers at work, and we were talking about this. We were talking about the current state of Star Wars, and I was sharing with him an idea that I had for a way that I wouldn't necessarily say Star Wars would be fixed, but at least be salvaged. If indeed the sequels are going to stay canon, which all signs point to, yes, they are. But
Yep.
basically the idea that I had is basically go centuries into the future after the sequel trilogy, and basically you have a blank slate there.
Yeah.
Very true, Nick. Very true.
And yeah, basically just have no established characters. I would have there be no Jedi, no Sith, and literally start a new generation of Jedi from scratch and
pretty cool.
Show it in a way that actually matters beyond, oh, Rey is awesome. And while my coworker liked my ideas, at the end of the conversation, he said, "You're not going to like hearing this, but if you're putting this much time and energy and passion into fixing Star Wars, you could be putting that same time and passion and energy into making your own thing."
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. Definitely, it's just it's just something. it's a giant mess because we've seen better. We can get better. A lot of things aren't canon. If even I wish KOTOR was canon. I think KOTOR was canon at one point, and then it wasn't anymore. I'm not sure though. I thought it was though.
I'm pretty sure this new KOTOR remake in some way will be canon. Otherwise, why bother?
See, I never played KOTOR. I never played any of the Star Wars video games myself personally. It just wasn't something I was interested in doing. But I understand what people are saying when they played the original games. What's your guys' favorite? What were you guys' favorite video games to play?
I love Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Fallen Order is a quality game. I haven't finished it yet, but I've
That's true, Leia. That's true.
Yes, and Nick, I know you're listening right now. I'm not pushing you into it. I think y'all quit that game a little bit too soon, but that's just me.
Yeah. We just need more Star Wars games. We just need more Star Wars in general. But we need quality Star Wars. We need these characters to feel like they're always have been. Boba Fett. If he's evil, if he's not evil, but make him interesting. If he's a crime boss, make him interesting. Make him threatening. He has to be threatening. Crime bosses aren't, oh, here's flowers.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Absolutely not.
And for the love of God, wear your helmet in public.
Seriously.
Yeah. And another thing, and this goes to all of Star Wars, not just Book of Boba Fett. I, for one, am getting tired of there being some form of child character always tied to the hip of the main character in the show, be it Omega. And I'm saying this as someone that at least tolerates Omega.
Yeah.
Omega, Grogu.
Yep.
And that's part of the reason why I'm hoping that the rumors of a young Princess Leia being the reason that being the plot point that Obi-Wan has to go save her. That's part of the reason why I'm hoping that's not true, because it's like, we've had Omega and Grogu as the main child character. Do we even need to have that?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? I didn't say that I hate Omega. I never said that. I tolerate her. She's not good. She's not bad. She's just kind of she's just
Yeah. I don't know. It's just always a mess with stuff, and people seem to be always ready to fight about Star Wars and this and that other properties. Now it'll be a big battle with Lord of the Rings, and it never ends. So it's just
I am genuinely dreading that show.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it.
Someone else had a theory on that as well, as about her being force sensitive, and I wonder, and I
Hmm.
think it might have been Star Wars Theory that had that opinion when she first came out, because how she all of a suddenly instinctively knew how to shoot. Let's see, who is it? Crosshair's gun,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I think she's
and
always been force sensitive.
the way she picked up on how to fly a ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Leia's always been a strong female. I know that's hard for some people to believe probably, but she wasn't just a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And oh no, characters get saved. Men get saved too. I know it's shocking.
Now I watched this on my break during work, but I watched Coach's thoughts on the possibility of uh, having a young Luke on there. Did you guys catch that?
I didn't,
Hmm.
but for
No,
me,
I'll check that out.
there has to be a young Luke. If there's not
If there's a young
that,
Leia, there's got to be a young Luke.
yeah, it's like if you're gonna go to such great lengths to make a young Leia, you had better make a young Luke because
Hmm.
he ultimately is what Star Wars is about.
Yeah. Well, the
Yes.
rumor is that there was the Imperial Star Cruiser that Luke was playing in A New Hope, or that
Mm-hmm.
he had as his toy.
The
That
T6 Skyhopper.
Yeah, that Obi-Wan was going to give it to Luke, when he was a kid, and Owen took exception to it and refused. And that's a rumor in the Kenobi series.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just hope the next series just has a lot more action in it. It's just the lack of action in the Book of Boba, especially with Boba himself, was disgusting. Was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all right, Cobra?
Oh yeah,
Is your stuff
my
falling?
blanket fell down on me.
It's all right,
But
man.
it's all good. Like I said, this is just I did this on the spur of the moment,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
now that you guys have watched Cobra Kai, do you guys have any favorite moments from the
Oh
series?
man.
Oh boy,
So
where do I
many.
start?
So many.
The school fight immediately jumps to mind.
I love the beginning where you're seeing Johnny and he's like falling. He's fallen on hard times, and Daniel Russo is doing really well, and he's like, "Ugh, I hate this guy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I really
Another one?
enjoyed
You
that.
gotta
Yep.
be kidding me.
Yeah. And then the way that he throws his remote at the TV when he sees
Yeah.
the the LaRusso auto commercial interrupt his favorite movie.
Well,
Yep.
even better was after he saw the billboard, he gets fired from his job, and he's in his car driving away, turns his radio on, and there's the LaRusso commercial, and so it's like he's forced to change to a Spanish station because he'd rather
Mm-hmm.
listen to Spanish music than
Yep.
listen to Daniel.
Hmm.
So it's like
Yeah.
he's constantly reminded of Daniel's success.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I think with that first episode just really set the tone,
It
for
did.
great. And then of course when Miguel fought off the bullies in the cafeteria in episode 5, that was a turning point for
Yeah. I liked the fight at the school.
yeah.
That was great. The big fight.
Yes.
But
And all these.
my
Yeah.
favorite personally was Daniel returning to Okinawa and then being reunited with Kumiko and Chosen,
Very
and
cool. Yeah.
Kumiko, and then Chosen showing him the ways of the secrets of Miyagi Do, and then when he acted like he was gonna um, you know get him in the nose, he honks him. I mean, I could see it coming, but it was still hilarious, and it was
It was.
Yeah.
the funniest moment.
Yeah.
Another great moment is when is the fight between Johnny and Daniel and Kreese at the end of season 3.
Yes.
And you see that perhaps had Sam and Miguel not shown up, Daniel really would have seriously hurt, if not killed, Kreese for what he
Yeah,
did.
he would have taken him out.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
see, what do you think is going to happen for season 5? Any theories? A lot of people have some theories.
We're going to. It'll be interesting to see who's going to follow Miguel. It'll probably be Johnny, but we don't know for sure because
Will Robbie go with him?
somebody's got to follow Miguel because he's going into a bad situation.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be both Johnny and Robbie.
Yes,
I think Robbie's going to go with Johnny, and the two of them working together to find Miguel is how the two of them bond. And I think also we're going to finally get Robbie apologizing to Miguel for knocking him off that school balcony and paralyzing him.
Yeah, I think so.
So now the other question is Tori gonna rat out Terry for buying out the ref?
I don't think so at first, but I think something will happen where she kind of has to.
She might talk to Sam too about the situation and so on and see.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I think by the end of this season, Tori and Sam will be friends and their rivalry will be squashed.
Yep, I think so.
It's hard to say. I mean, a couple of the Cobra channels have some theories on that. One of them is called Watch Party, and he thinks that because Sam was, getting all chummy with, or because Tori was getting all chummy with Sam's mom, Amanda, that she's going to turn away from Miyagi-Do and join Cobra Kai and learn the Quicksilver method.
And then Tori's going to join Miyagi-Do.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, that could happen. We don't know for sure. It could, but I don't know. I don't know
that I want to see that.
Yeah, Tori and Sam could become friends again. It's just even
they
with
could.
the hate. They definitely could become friends again.
I think if Sam was to join any dojo other than Miyagi-Do, it would be Eagle Fang, because she already has so much respect for Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But yes, and then what's Chosen gonna do? How's he gonna? I mean, is Daniel gonna honor his bet and let Chosen be the sensei for Miyagi-Do? I loved that when Chosen showed up at the very
Daniel
end.
did say, "How can I honor a bet that I made with men who have no honor?" So I think that says it right there. That no, he's not going to stop teaching. In fact, he brought in Chosen, and the two of them are going to teach together.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of good things going to happen.
Oh yeah. Well, Kreese probably deserved what he got, even though he was set up. But it's just he brought back his friend, and his friend probably was getting tired of Kreese about how you owe me, you owe me, you owe me.
Mm-hmm. He says it in the very last scene that they have together.
Yep.
You keep saying that I owe you.
Yep.
When are we ever going to be square?
Exactly. Yeah. We just need more shows like Cobra Kai. I haven't watched Squid Game yet. I heard that was really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Honestly, I've just been watching more My Hero Academia.
I've been watching Sword Art Online. I'm just like, man, what would it be like to be trapped in an MMO and you can't get out? But now this one, you actually can get out, and you're trying to save somebody who's trapped. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And some people are like, well, why is the main character always crying? I'm like, well, you put them in that situation. You see how you feel where you're trapped. My gosh.
Not to mention that's Japanese storytelling. They tell stories different than we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my older son, I don't know, I'm sure he's seen it, but he's really into those Japanese movies on Netflix. And
Mm-hmm.
when he
Hmm.
when he came up for a visit when my daughter graduated last summer, he he be getting on Netflix, and of course we let him share, and we let him use it on his own time, on his own. But
Mm-hmm.
he would actually be watching those Japanese shows. I'd be getting up in the morning for work, and so there's some interesting. Of course, they had subtitles on there
Yeah.
because it's all done in that Japanese. But
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
interesting. There's my wife has been going through these old shows, these old binge watchings. Now she's watching Psych on Amazon.
Hmm.
Yes, I heard good things about Psych.
Yeah, I mean it's
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. So
Yeah. And also, Cash and I have been watching a show with Crit called Star Trek: The Next Generation.
my wife actually binge watched that. We got Paramount Plus a couple months ago, and she
Watch
binge
that
watched
on
she
there.
binge watched
Yeah.
all the Star
Netflix.
Trek
Yeah.
shows. She saw deep Yeah, she watched Next Generation, she watched the Voyager.
Yeah,
Nice.
I still think Voyager is very good. Crit won't
It's
agree with me,
underrated.
but
It's actually
I
I like Voyager a lot. I thought it was very good. I haven't
I'm
watched it in
definitely
a long
looking.
time,
I'm
so
definitely looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to Deep Space Nine more.
yeah, I never. I'm gonna have to try to get back into Deep Space Nine, but I just I'll watch it. So
right. So yeah, we
yeah.
never got around to it, but we got interrupted with the Star Wars brand. But going back to Disneyland, any
Hmm.
you said you liked Radiator Springs and Splash or Space Mountain. Did you
Yeah,
ever?
yeah, I did. Hmm.
Any?
I've been
What are
on
your
it a few
thoughts?
times, but Star Tours I really enjoyed. I really
Yes,
Star
liked Star
Tours
Tours.
is awesome.
Was really
yes,
fun. Um,
yeah. What are your thoughts on the nighttime spectaculars returning? Did you see that?
That's gonna be fun.
I didn't know. No, those are pretty
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
World of Color of Phantasmic, and the Electric Parade and the fireworks show are coming
I
back.
Of those, I think the Main Street Electrical Parade is my favorite.
Uh-huh.
Like I love it so much. I have the soundtrack to it that I bought off iTunes. That I would love how to learn how to play that song on guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are we allowed to show? We could probably show some footage on Disney parks. I think.
We
I don't
might be able
know.
to.
I think so. We could. Just a thought, but
Yeah.
it,
But my favorites were like
the haunted house was cool too. I
On
just
Demand.
Yes,
been
Haunted
there. Yeah,
Mansion.
haunted mansion, not the haunted.
Yeah.
Right, haunted mansion. Yes.
There were
See, admittedly, I've never been to Disneyland, but I've been to Disney World a couple times, and obviously there's similar rides between the two.
Hmm.
Um, I always liked Big Thunder Mountain. I always liked Space Mountain
Yep.
and
Yep.
Splash Mountain. I'm gonna be sad. I'm sad to see it change because honestly, I don't like Princess and the Frog.
It's not one of my favorites. I didn't
No,
think it was bad. I had some issues with it.
yeah.
I've only ever seen it once, and I
Yeah, me
watched it
too.
with my whole family pretty much right after it came out on DVD. And of course, I come from a Christian family, and we sort of took issue with the fact that a big portion of the plot relied on voodoo magic.
Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I still think it's a good movie. I just that ending scene where it's like Disney, did you know what you just did? Like that older woman with that younger boy. I was like, so when you get older, I was like, okay. Sure. I don't know. Actually. Yeah, it was
Hmm.
weird. It was creepy. Do you remember that scene? It was at the end. He was
I never
dancing with a
saw
little
it. I
boy.
never
Oh,
saw
you
that
didn't?
movie.
Okay. Yeah, it was. I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
going
don't
to
remember
cancel
that
anything.
part.
It was just weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird and creepy. It really was. So I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
I never saw it, so I wouldn't know. Oh, hang
Yeah, I
on.
didn't.
Hang on a sec, guys.
All right. Yeah, but there's got to be more entertainment. I'm looking forward to Better Call Saul. I can't wait for that to come back. I love that show.
I've only ever seen one episode of that, and it was the one where he was captured
Mm-hmm.
by this one cartel guy, and
Okay.
he basically manages to talk the cartel guy down from wanting to kill his two hostages to just breaking one of their legs each.
Right.
And then he muses at the end, I got to be the best lawyer of all time. I talked
Yep.
you down from the death penalty to commute to parole.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, that's definitely. I don't know. There isn't too much. I do. If you guys are looking for a show that's comedy and also they talk about issues that get serious, I would say Young Sheldon. I think Young Sheldon's a really good show.
Hmm.
I like it better than even Big Bang Theory, and I watched a lot of that before.
But
Interesting.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I mean, it's what my
Mm-hmm.
wife and I watch. Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but I do like it a little
Yep.
bit better than Big Bang,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yeah.
like the other characters.
Yes.
Missy and Mima are my
Mm-hmm.
favorite.
Yeah, they're funny. Yeah, she gets great lines in that show.
Oh
Missy.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but anyway, back to Disneyland. It's I like Space Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
Incredicoaster, and
I
I
haven't
know.
gone on that.
Oh,
I want to, but yeah.
well, I mean, back when I went my last trip was back in 2016, and it was when it was still California Screaming,
Mm-hmm.
and that was one of our favorite rides. That and the Tower of Terror. Now it's called Mission Breakout.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah,
Which I don't understand why. I mean, I get it that Guardians of the Galaxy are popular, but
Mm-hmm.
they're
I hear
classic
that ride
rides.
is
Why not
fun.
just leave them as they are? Because that's how people have always loved them for decades. If you want to make it's like what you said earlier with Princess and the Frog, Cash. If you want to make a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, make an entirely new ride.
That's right. It's
yeah,
just it's stupid.
yeah. But see, something else that I liked going on was I mean, we talked about Big Thunder Mountain. That was the first ride we went on when we went back in
Mm-hmm.
2011.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. The Matterhorn is always fun though. The way
Matterhorn.
those
Yeah,
seats are, yeah, that's always fun. The seats are weird. But yeah, Big Thunder Mountain. People actually died on that before. I don't know. Was it more than 10 years ago? It's crazy.
no
Something
How'd
man.
that
happened at
happen?
Disneyland. Something happened at Disneyland with
Hmm,
the train.
Hmm.
interesting.
Yeah, they had to close it down for a few years.
Yeah. So, interesting.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, and then of course, another good ride is Grizzly River Run.
Oh gosh, I think I might have gone on that many years ago.
Yeah, that water rafting trip at
Oh, the
at
Indiana
DCA.
Jones ride. That's one of my
Indiana
favorites still.
Jones, yes.
Hmm I love
I've
that ride.
that is one thing that I do want to go to Disneyland to experience because like I
I
said,
love
never
that
been, but I
ride.
would love to go to Disneyland at least once, especially for that Indiana Jones ride. Because the only thing
Great.
Indiana Jones we have in the Disney World is the stunt show, which I've also never seen.
Is the stunt show still there? Wow.
It
I
is.
watched that in '89. Jeez. I can't believe that's still there. That's crazy. Yeah,
Hmm,
the Indiana Jones ride is great. You get to pick one, two, or three what door you get to, and it's all random. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
But
Speaking of Indiana Jones, what do you think is going to happen with the movie that they're coming out with soon?
I don't know. I don't want to jump
That's-
on the bandwagon of all these people who are like they're going to do this swapping of this and so on. I just we'll just see where it goes. Hopefully, it won't go that direction. That'd be stupid.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, I got no interest in seeing it. I mean, not especially in the theaters. I mean, I might just wait till it comes out on one of the streaming services, whether it's going to be on Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever.
They
It's
got to go out with a bang because this is it. This should be the last Indiana Jones movie. Should be. So they should go out with a bang if
the
they're
third
going
one
to.
should have been the last
be.
one.
Yeah,
The third one should have been the last one.
Agreed.
probably. Yeah, we did.
So
I mean,
Though I did like
it
things
ended
of
on the
the fourth
perfect
one,
shot
but-
of Indiana Jones literally riding into the sunset.
Yes.
it did. Yeah.
Yeah, there's things I liked about 4, but I didn't like the plot. There's other stuff I liked, but the aliens that George
I am
Lucas
more
came up with.
I-
Yeah.
I am more forgiving of Indiana Jones 4 than most people, but I do fully agree that it is the weakest of all of the Indiana Jones movies.
I think
Yep.
so.
It is.
And Temple of Doom gets weird, but I still think it's pretty enjoyable.
It's a lot better
movie.
than 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Even though I agree that Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best of all of them, Temple of Doom is actually my favorite.
that's interesting.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a hot take. Yep.
On that note, no.
Yeah. No.
But anyways, so wow.
Good night, everybody.
That's right. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. Just kidding.
Oh,
Kind of like what X-Wing did after that hot take that Rissman did about Rogue One being greater than Return of the Jedi.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I like Rogue One a lot. Do I like it better than Jedi overall? That's hard to say.
No, me, I'm still
No.
putting the original trilogy as my 3 greatest.
No.
Come on, man. I'm an OT. I'm an OT guy.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, so am I, dude. I don't know. I always still have problems with Ewoks, but I don't think it kills the movie for me personally.
Yeah, the Ewoks, to me, whatever, they're harmless.
Yep,
Plus,
they are.
as a prequel kid, I grew up with Jar Jar Binks, and even though I like Jar Jar Binks, I think Jar Jar is way more annoying than even the worst of the Ewoks.
Yeah, probably, especially in Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Ursa.
But,
Yep.
I mean, I will say, I'll still take those prequels and the OT.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, our rankings might be different, but we're still gonna. I mean, the only good movie really was Rogue One. I mean,
Rogue One, I really liked a lot.
mhm.
It was
And
I really liked
to
that
me,
film.
Solo wasn't too bad. It's just
It's pretty good.
it was. I still like Solo better than the original or better than the sequel trilogies.
Yeah, me too.
Whoa. You good catch on that
Probably.
one.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just to me, Solo was a pretty good movie, but the whole thing with Billy D. Williams, like the actual young Lando,
yeah.
being
The
in love
Lando
with this
character.
robot was weird.
It's
Yeah.
like,
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the fact that they tried to push that so hard, and also another thing that they did too, they edited some of their promotional art to remove all guns. I think this was in the wake of one of the big shootings that happened around that time.
Mm.
And they removed all guns from their promotional art.
oh wow.
It's
Like, let me
crazy.
see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
So, pull this up. Hold on a second. So here's the change. Now, this is coming from a Screen Rant article that's saying no, they're not editing guns out, but I don't know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh,
That's weird.
that's
And here's the thing. If you're not editing guns out, why does this second poster exist? Why not just have this one poster for everything?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, Han Solo's gun is part of him, so
yeah.
whatever. Hmm.
I mean, every shot that is with Han Solo's, he's always got his gun out.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So all right. Well, guys, I really thank you guys for coming in and joining me on my stream, and it's like spur of the moment.
Oh, no
So
problem,
Yeah,
man.
man. Thanks for having me.
yeah. So again, we'll do this over
Yeah, thank you
again,
for
and
having
like
me
I said, I'm gonna
also.
get so. Um, we'll go ahead and you guys want to promote your channels. Cash, we'll start with you.
Oh, the Phantom Hooligans. I got some gaming streams coming up. I've been scheduling more streams now, and I'm working on doing tutorial videos helping people in games and stuff that they have trouble with and other videos. But right now it's just focusing on game tutorials and still doing discussion streams. So we'll see what happens. I'm just working on a script right now mainly and trying to get things out, talking about stuff in gaming that people have issues with.
All right, well that's good. Good for you. So we'll be looking forward to that. And Paul, anything you got coming up?
Yes, actually, as soon as this stream is done, I'm actually going to get back to work editing a video that I should have released either tonight or tomorrow. So you guys remember the last scripted video that I released? It was with Pacific, and we talked about our top 5 80s wrestlers. Well, we've got another video. We actually recorded 3 videos that day. And the next one that's going to come out is our top 5 favorite Attitude Era / Ruthless Aggression Era wrestlers. So
Huh.
from 1997 to 2012 is the era we'll be working with. So that's the Stone Cold, The Rock, Kurt Angle, those guys.
Cool.
All
And then, of
right, well,
course,
good. All
Friday is
right,
Animation Friday.
okay. And where are you at on that? Which episodes are you at on that there? Or will you be reviewing?
Let me look. It should be episodes 6 through 10. Let me just double check.
Okay. And is that season 3?
Yes, we're on season 3.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we will be talking 6 through 10. And also in 2 weeks for Animation Friday, we will be having 2 special guests coming on. One of them will be our beloved Admiral, the Nerdporeal life form, and then the other is going to be a coworker of mine that is really big into Clone Wars. His name is Nate. He's been on the stream before, so I invited him back for this particular block in 2 weeks because that's the Night Sisters arc where Savage Opress is born.
Oh wow. Oh good. Okay, well, good. Again, I want to say thank you guys for joining me on my late night or my evening stream. So once again, I'm the Cobra Disney Jedi, and I just want to say that, well, hey, when life gets you down, always get back up, flip the script, and go seek adventure. Take care.
Mm-hmm.